Hello. I just sat down and lit 2 candles. And I have to say, I felt a bit of a spark. And there's been quite a few different occurrences around flames, fire, sparks. And so I just wanted to sort of tap in a little bit. I was talking to a friend today, and this reminded me. Last night I was trying to light a candle with a match, and I had been using this box like a couple times to light the candle, and I just kept trying, and it just would not light. And I really wanted to light the candle, so I was like, I was about to surrender and give up, and then, of course, I lit it, which I think is a message in itself. But I just took note of it, and then this was yesterday, and today I went into this really cute crystal shop, and they had demo tarot and oracle decks that you could play with. So I went over and pulled different cards, just playing around, and one of the cards that came out right away was the Ace of Wands, and I just got like so tired. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, so you could be possibly, if you're finding this may be for you, just feeling like kind of like that match, like you're trying at something, and maybe you're just like not quite catching that spark. Maybe some of you just did, like the Ace of Wands tends to be about like a new creative beginning, or a new creative endeavor. I'm hearing like multiple different things. The word luck is coming through, but this feels like, you know that saying, it's like luck is like preparation and alignment integrated or something of that nature. That's sort of what is coming through. So yeah, feels like you're about to light your match. When I said that, my right like ring finger started to tingle on the first line closest to the fingertip. So if anyone reads palmistry, I can't remember what that is at the moment, but I've also been feeling a lot of in my own body, like that ovulation energy. So if you menstruate, you could be ovulating, or maybe like your next ovulation cycle, some sort of inspiration will come in. But that's very specific, of course. Not everyone will align with that, but energetically, ovulation feels like this like internal glow, like a flowing glow and flow. My nose is like starting to act up a little bit. Whew. I also kept seeing references to, like hearts, 2 of hearts, 2 of cups came out. Like there was a lot of symbiotic and just so many different references in such a short time to like a frequency of love. So it feels like that is what's anchoring, like with that fire, the the emotional aspect, the water energy. It's like this beautiful bridging or union coming together of like fire and water. Like the spark is coming from the higher heart template, or like the unconditional love template is what it feels like. So yeah, very beautiful. And it could manifest in multiple areas or come through in multiple areas. Like I had multiple candles, and even one of the candles, when I was trying to light it, the stick had multiple flames on it. So yeah, there's something about like multiple flames you could work with a specific color flame, like the blue flame, a white flame, opalescence integrated in the flame. Like there's something about multiple streams of flames. I just saw something like flame broiled and then flamboyant. So yeah, there could be a flamboyance. Maybe that's something that you've kind of kept suppressed due to some experiences in life. You know, a lot of us sometimes may not even realize that. So I just heard The Artist's Way. Someone could be reading in The Artist's Way, or maybe you have read that. But yeah, there's something about like unearthing your inner flamboyance. Yeah, this feels like a short and sweet. I don't really have a word. I just need to make noises like Okay. Yeah, I'm still feeling that like exhaustion, like just, that could be a dramatic word maybe for some people. But the energy just got very like, some of you could really feel like you have like, I'm seeing like, okay, I was seeing a peacock, but then I was also seeing like what are those birds that stick their head in the ground like an ostrich? So yeah, it's like you may go from feeling now. Okay, so I've recorded a hieroglyphic template tap-in earlier that I have not posted yet, and this feels like an energetic strand from that transmission is like coming in now, and it was this like being seen and then kind of taking a few steps back to like hide again, or to go in your cave. Hide, it may not be like so dramatic as hiding. I don't know why I keep saying the word dramatic. Like, I feel like I've been saying that word so much today. Yeah, but there's something about, also the word devotion has been coming through so strongly. Yeah, it feels like there's this devotion like to the essence of your own origins is the word I'm getting. Like your own origins is like seeping through, and it's like showing up in multiple areas of your life. It's very beautiful. But yeah, if you are feeling like, I'm like stuttering, like you're carrying a lot emotionally, you may be going through, I also keep seeing symbolism of coffins. I know that sounds morbid, and I kept getting a phrase in the last few weeks, a womb and a tomb, like a tomb and the womb, and the parallels of the womb and the tomb. So yeah, there's something about that. Like parts of you may feel like they're literally dying. Some of you may be in different periods of this, but something that comes up every so often is like the grieving that comes with like letting go, and when we're making space for new parts of us to emerge, even if we aren't necessarily consciously doing this. It's like we go through this, we can go through this grieving period. Now, maybe there's other points where that grief was like suppressed. That's why the lungs have been coming up so much lately. It's like there's like this collective grief that's being purged, and it's coming through, you know, I believe in traditional Chinese medicine, the lungs can hold grief. So yeah, there's something, the color blue is also coming through, different shades of blue, the hue of blue, a blue hue. I just heard Huey, Louie, and Dewey. I cannot remember where that is from, but that's coming up for some reason. Maybe it's like a cartoon. I don't know, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I keep hearing that. Oh, you know what? This is really interesting. I just read a book with my nephew. It was a very cute book. And there was a little girl and her grandpa in nature. And I just realized one of my grandfather's names was Louis. And it didn't register. I didn't know him that well, but yeah, so there could be like someone's grandfather coming through for you. In particular, books, nature, plants. It doesn't have to be a grandfather in particular. Of course, it could be like a grandfather figure, but like a more mature male. I don't know why I said it that way. That sounded super weird. A mature male. I don't know. That's just the way it came through. Now my left temple is like not buzzing, but like illuminating. I feel it like lighting up. I'm also seeing horns. You know when like someone calls someone like a little devil, like, oh, you're a little devil. I don't know, maybe someone's grandfather or this figure, like, I don't know, I just heard that, little devil. Or there could be some sort of like name, or like when I was little, my family, my mom's grandparents and my great grandparents on my mom's side spoke Yiddish, and well, actually both sides of my family knew some Yiddish, and everyone unanimously called me a yenta, which is like, if you're not familiar, a yenta is like basically like you never shut up, you're a blabbermouth, like, yeah, you yenta. They always call everyone, yeah, it's such a yenta. I don't know why I was hearing that, so maybe someone here, maybe their grandparents spoke Yiddish, or it doesn't have to be Yiddish, it could be like another language where you may not know the whole language, or maybe you do, I don't know, but there might be like a word or two that is like coming through. And it's all guided to look into the flame. I haven't candle scried in a while. I'm not focused on the vision. For some reason, a song popped in my head. Will Smith, and I'm seeing a W. Summer, summer, summertime. I don't know, maybe that's not Will Smith. Sit back. Oh my God, who sings that? Maybe it's Naughty by Nature? I don't know. 12:26 came through on the timer, and then 12:27:11. Yeah, Summertime, sung by DJ Jeff and the Fresh Prince, 1991. I don't know why I was just hearing. I haven't heard that song in so long, but for some reason it just started playing in my head, and it reminds me of like, you know, like a picnic, like eating watermelon outside, listening to just like chill music. I don't know, maybe someone here is like missing that, or maybe you just experience that if you're in a warmer climate, but, or there could just be a different meaning to that song. But yeah, the time to sit back and unwind. Yeah, even if it's not the right temperature, or like it's just like an energy, like maybe you're like needing to just like I'm seeing someone like sitting back in a reclining chair and like putting their feet up and just like bobbing their head. I don't know. All right, I think, let me just check my notes. Oh, yeah. I keep getting this sensation behind the right shoulder blade. Like if you go to the spine and go over near where the shoulder is and down a little bit, like if you like stick your elbow back and you can feel that bone pop out, it's like this tingling sensation. Like it goes almost numb, but not like as soon as I said that, my computer screen went black. So yeah, there's like this, it's like I'm so aware of this one spot, and it like almost feels like electric. And I heard the song the other day, I think I already talked about this, but it's coming through again. Electric Love from Borns, something of that nature. And a lot of like nature, Naughty by Nature. I know the song was not them, but like I still heard Naughty by Nature, and then the nature book, something about nature. But yeah, I'm feeling the sensation right now. Not as intensely as I've been feeling it, but I'm tapping into it a little more deeply to see what's coming through. And I was kind of shown, like, when there's like spy movies where people break into like a bank or something with high voltage or high security, and there's like those laser beams of light everywhere. I was seeing that. So right? There's some sort of like protection mechanism, and like, yeah, I keep getting like high voltage, like almost like this point of, it's like a point of entry. And so it may be this like kind of vortex center that's like operating of your protection mechanism. So these parts of you that are dying off feel like there's like a vulnerable spot because you're so used to like protecting something. And now there's like this, I was talking about this earlier too, vulnerability. Now there's this like vulnerability being exposed. So it could feel a bit like chilling or numbing, or, you know. Yeah, so you may feel a little called lately. Oh, you know what? I forgot I was going through this. I felt like I needed to wash, like I don't always wash my hair that often. I have like pretty coarse hair. But I've kept like feeling like I needed to wash my hair like almost every day, which is like, I never, like very rarely do I wash my hair every day. But it was just getting so oily and just like, I don't know, like my hair was just like, what is that movie with like her hair tells secrets or it holds secrets? Like that's what I felt like my hair was doing. It was just like, ugh. Not that like having oily hair is gross. I didn't mean it like that. It's just like, it was just like a feeling, and it was like showing up, and it just felt so heavy. I do have a soft brush, so when that happens, I try to brush the oil from the crown to the bottom. I don't know, maybe someone here just started doing that or something. But in general, like I felt like I needed to take like a lot of showers. Or yeah, there could be something about like salt water. Yeah, speaking of releasing. Like cleansing again, like candles showed up, and I like really missed having candlelight. So just like sitting by the candlelight. Yeah, there's something about and on this candle I just realized it says sunrise. So there could be right? It's like that Ace of Wands energy, like a sunrise, a new beginning, a new seed of light is illuminating. Okay. All right, that is all. 17:17 on the timer. Okay, thank you.